So as I said, I thought I smelled weed in the house earlier. Here's our little smoking dish. As you can see, all the remnants of the tobacco, and then you can see some marijuana sit there in the corner. So obviously, yes, he has been smoking weed in here. So the owner wasn't wrong. And then I'm suspecting something more than weed because this is a pretty high-end torch to be using just to smoke marijuana. So, it's gonna be fairly extensive cleaning into this room. There's darts in the wall, so we're gonna have to figure out where they're using darts at. Spills all over the walls. Again, there's water damage from where they left the water on. You can still see some water here. Yeah, fairly dirty. So in here, they removed their washer dryer, left the washer connections on, partial, to flood the house, which they were successful in doing. So you can see the grout's a different color here, and as we move into the rest of the house, I'll show you as it gets lighter. But a really good way of seeing it is right here in the bathroom. So you can see the darker tile grout here, and as we move closer to the pieces here, all the furniture, you see it starts to dry out a little bit. So you can see definitely this is wet here, and this is definitely wet. So we've got extensive water damage under the flooring, subflooring, and tile. So that's gonna have to come up more than likely. There's extensive fecal matter all through the house, so that's a issue. There's also a smell of urine, which we found that they were using a corner to allow their pets to go potty in. Where you can see this kind of outline of trash right here, this little square, there's water damage all the way leading up to it. So it looks like the water got all the way into the floor in here. Under here, it's kind of buckled right here. So it's pretty extensive. As you can see, how the grout changes colors from the darker to the lighter. This is dry, this is wet, and where I'm walking is fairly spongy. I don't believe that they've ever changed their AC vent. They have done fairly extensive damage to the floors. As you can see, all of this is wet, still wet. So it has soaked the entire underbelly of the house. All the subfloors are trashed. And this tenant was only here for 6 months. So extensive trash left. Not returned items, not our problem. But here's where you can start to see where the poo is, and this is where they've been letting their animal pee. As you can see, the discoloration of the grout in the corner. Oof, man, it gets even worse when you get down near it. So as you can see, the floor is all wet, and you can kind of see little remnants of dry area. So they have completely flooded this floor. As you can see still here, the darker to the lighter. So all of this has been flooded out. Now here's a great spot right here. This is where it's all been dried. This is where it's all wet. This is where they had their beds sitting, so kind of soaked up some of the water. Left an extensive amount of trash and debris. They claimed that they didn't smoke inside, but ashtrays, the ash on the wall, floors. So it has been an extensive destruction of this property. And right here, you can feel it giving a little bit as you walk. So this is the extent of the property that was left after the tenants had vacated.